I figured I might as well get the Winamp title up there so you guys don't have to guess on what this song is. Y'all better be wearing protection tonight, P-Kunk. Before you try and fuck me with your big old blacklist. I think one night of it was more than enough fun. Stonehearth? It sounds familiar, but I believe it looked like one of those Dwarf Fortress wannabe games that don't have nearly enough depth to entertain me for long. Why play something that's not DF when I could just play DF? Blacklist updated, you sons of bitches. That's a valid blacklist update. For those of you who missed what was going on, give me a second here. I'm not gonna go into detail and explain everything. Basically, this is what happened. It was a good whodunit mystery. We had our own little version of Clue going on last night. If there's any mush on board, speak up now and we'll let you live peacefully. Do not try to assimilate us. Delicious tea. Let's go ahead and get this world loaded up. If I remember correctly, we left off with a bunch of new migrants showing up. Oh, we're Mushroom Brothers, but we don't want to be... It's like Stellaris, okay? We're the Plumpin' Union of planets here. We don't need another Mushroom Empire encroaching on our borders. And I could have solved that entire situation last night as soon as it began, guys, if I hadn't been such a colossal fuck-up. If I had actually, like, scanned through my entire activity log, it tells you who is blacklisting people. For some reason, though, my activity log is, like, sectioned up into really weird chunks. It goes from June to May, then back to June, then back to May. So it's all my fault. I don't even know if I want to name these dwarves. I guess before I unpause it, we should. 67 dwarfs, 1 child and 1 baby. Dear Lord, help us. Let's see. We had 17 just arrive, and this guy only has a first name. He's also only 5 years old. I've never seen a dwarf with just a first name before. Let me bump down the audio, because if I bump down the voice too much more, or if I can't bump up the voice anymore, actually, without spiking out my audio levels. How's that? Is that a little bit better? You'll have to keep me updated throughout the stream, because as the stream goes on, I'm just gonna get quieter and quieter and quieter. So we've got Blacklist 2016 here. He's 51 years old. Blacklist gets a name. We're gonna have Hacker Man in there. Who needs a dwarf? Pretty sure all of you guys have dwarves right now, except Prolum Sleuth. So all the rest of these get to be good lord. can be Jeb. I'm gonna need you guys to throw some names out. I mean, we've already got pretty much the entire cast of Mario. Now we throw Sabin in there. Oh, that's right, we do need a Furbe too. Congratulations, Furbe, you've been reborn. Pretty sure you're the only one who has died. Paige needs a dwarf. We'll give Paige a dwarf. I'll give some of my raid members dwarves too. Stock. Mario's already got one, I guess. The old... He can be the actual Mario that's running around. King Henry VIII. Yeah, we'll see what type of bullshit he gets up to. Oh yeah, Bobbert Paulson. Cowboy Duke, I don't think you have one. Actually, he might. But I don't know. I'll sort it alphabetically, and we'll remove any duplicates if we have to. The only one who's died in this Fort Duke was Furbe, so it would have had to have been a previous one. I almost went with House, and then I realized he's an AI. Or just House MD. Maybe we can make him one of our medical dwarves. Can't have another King Henry. How about... Shakespeare is a good one. It would be fitting to have him take part in this story. Oh no, Cowboy Duke, there's no reasons at all to miss the streams. Doesn't matter what you're doing or that they take place at 2 o'clock in the morning. Ronald no, we're not doing any corporate cameos. I think I've got Rambo in here. Oh shit. Give me the name of... What's Arnold Schwarzenegger's name in Total Recall? I'd put Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I can't spell Schwarzenegger. Donald Clinton? Jesus Christ, help us. That would turn out to be the vampire. We'll have Richter in here. Rocky Balboa. Douglas Quaid. There we go. He's a hunter, too. I can't have Sylvester Stallone because we've already got Rambo. Ellen Ripley. I like it. There we go. Everybody got named except this kid who's going to be named Chucky. So that should be everyone named. We don't have any unnamed dwarves at this point. I don't see any duplicates. Okay. Let's unpause this for a minute and let it run while I go back to Dwarf Therapist, because now we need to take care of some of the skills for these guys. Jeb, mining, carpentry, and Bowen. Don't care. The main thing, of course, is stone detailing. Except for Chucky, who gets to enjoy being a kid for the time being, and architecture. And I should probably just do the usual plant gathering as well. That'll at least give them something to do in between everything else. What does H mean? Oh god, I have no idea what that meant. There was a C, an H, and an R, I think. The C is for combat. And the others, I'm not entirely sure. Slacks. You're listening to a story right now that is being told by me, apparently. What type of amazing story am I telling? In the late spring of 1878, the stone dwarfette Aelios became the militia commander of the problematic Arrow. I mouth off how I could probably lead the squad better. even though my dwarf isn't trained in any type of combat at all. Dwarven hentai? That would be kind of hot. Okay. Damn you, dwarf therapist. I'll just have to disable therapist for now. Dwarf therapist just wants to show you guys how amazing it is. I need to look into making some of my top-ranked stone smoothers after this. Into doing nothing but stone smoothing. Like, wow, who is this? Paula, an NPC. She's got 10 stone detailing. She would be perfect to do some engravings. But again, I want you guys to be the main characters in this story. I don't want the NPCs engraving and doing everything awesome. I want them to be the bad guys in this fortress. Halcyon Days of the Tentacle Demons. Apparently I don't remember tentacle demons. To be fair though, I haven't had much dealings with demons. I generally don't get greedy and dig that deep. Hey, what's up, Rilder? Since you're here, I need to give you a dwarf. I'm pretty damn sure you don't have one. Let's see. King Henry, you can fuck right off. Sorry guys, King Henry has been assassinated. He was a false king anyways. We didn't need him running around our fortress whenever we've got Bowser out there. Do you know what Bowser would do if he came in? And we all said that we already had a king here. Do you guys really want to risk that? No active work orders. Let's make some. Make cloth rope, yarn. I forgot that we've got a manager now, so I can automate some of this. 0 for a perpetual order. Let's make 20 cloth ropes if we can. As well as any type of yarn. We're gonna need a bunch of traction benches real soon, as well as the chains for our gel cells. Ultimate Warrior needs a room. Well, I'd hate to kick Grimmeth out of his room, since he's not the mayor anymore. I'm pretty sure he used to be. We'll just have to make a couple more here. Let's see. Ultimate Warrior should probably have like his own little training area. So we've got his office and living room, his bedroom, and whatever else there. Grimmeth does have the tiger. I almost feel bad for that turtle. Almost. Because you know somebody's gonna jump on him now. Yeah, but if they did get flipped over, they'd be permanently fucked. Good luck getting out of that. The wrestler is fighting. He's enraged as he walks down the stairs. He doesn't know what he's mad about, but he's certain it was over something. Do I really not have any chairs? Job manager, make me some chairs. Construct wooden chair. I guess a stone is called a throne. Jeez. There's just a basic... rock throne, there we go. Give me 30 of them. As well as... probably a rock table. One thing I want to look into getting set up too later on is just smaller little dining areas and scenic areas. That way this place doesn't always have to be completely jam-packed with dwarfs that necessarily don't want to hear horrible poetry from Peakunk and me. Socialize, socialize, socialize. Everybody's socializing. Let's go ahead and remedy that. Even though I've got this stuff set up in a gathering zone already. They're doing a pretty good job of keeping that down, actually, so... yeah, whatever. That'll be good enough. Bunch of rock mugs. As I punch my microphone. Again, it's in a weird location. No matter where I move it, it seems like my fist always just wants to go punch it. I was wanting to check our tavern. So it desires 10 goblets. It's got 10. It's got 6 bags. Apparently we've already got some instruments because it says it has 5 instruments there. I guess we have stolen a lot of stuff. Well, it says I don't have any instruments. I punched the pop filter in the front of it. And then that just went ahead and rammed it. I'm testing your speakers. How is your bass? Is it pretty good? It's the only word that needs to be on there. I didn't even bother to check who did that. Acceptable. Good job, secret agent. The wrestler looks surprised. Well, I went to build instruments, and I don't think instruments are under station. Like, I don't think stationary instruments have their own thing. Like pianos. Don't you need like a dozen parts to build pianos, though? Let's see. Can I build anything here? I need... I do need a couple of those. So what do we got? Rock. Nothing under instruments. Make instrument piece. Make full instruments. We have a leek, a kell, and we can assemble a nilgin. Or make a low lock. So let's see. A lek is a mid-sized handheld wind instrument consisting of 15 adjacent cylindrical wooden pipes. The musician blows across the end of each pipe. This instrument has a 3.5 octave range. I'll see if we can make any of these. I'm going to assume that we can't. Whatever instrument we actually end up building, we'll do a more in-depth investigation on. I don't know if it was a harmonica or one of those reed type pipes with the reeds that are all various lengths. If somebody wants to mod in a butt bot, we could. There was a Space Station 13 mod in the work at one point. It was actually playable, but that was so many versions ago. Our wrestlers better be learning something from slapping ass so much. I'm curious what your guys' combat skills are up to. Rambo. It's Rambo butt knives. He is proficient spear dwarf, expert discipline, expert observer, adequate wrestler. We've got Kaboli paint crafts, dabbling knife user, adequate in everything else. Barden saber routes, competent mace dwarf. We definitely need to get you a mace. And Iral system planks. You are a competent fighter and a competent dodger. You'll be rolling around all over the place. Rambo can kill you even with his butt cheeks. That's why we have him in the military. Every part of his body is deadly. Also, this bothers me so much that I was actually thinking about how to fix this today. And I have come up with only one solution. Let's see. How was I gonna do this? Basically, we're gonna make this whole area slightly channeled and hollowed out. Except for that part there. It's the small details. And then from down here we can branch off on this Z level to another location as well. So basically what's going to happen is they'll dip down into this Z level and then go off this way into the caverns, or we can have another little crafting section on this Z level down here. Oh, I knew something bad was going to happen eventually. The Were-tortoise, Radis nomino princeps has come. A large tortoise twisted into humanoid form. It is crazed for blood and flesh. Its eyes glow red. Its dark brown scales are round and set far apart. Now you will know why you fear the night. Okay. So, Ratis Renowned leads the Were-tortoise. A large tortoise twisted into humanoid form and is crazed for blood and flesh. Perfect. Hello, Kyra. I don't see a shell anywhere. Okay. I'm really not sure how we want to handle this. I'm tempted to fight the thing. But here's the problem. If we fight it and lose, the whole fortress will be lost. We're gonna try it. So, Gilded Tools, you've been training for this for as long as I can remember. You need to go station yourselves there. You are no longer training. You are definitely active, though. It can infect. Well, we're gonna see. We've got Alios up front. Ultimate Warrior, the mayor, says that he's gonna get involved. I don't think he's part of the squad, is he? Yeah, he is. He's second in command. So it'll be Alios, Ultimate Warrior, Nalst, Goldney, Shano, Rambo, Kaboli, Red World, Paula, and Barden. All going in to try to defend the fortress here. This also would have been a good point. I should probably do this now. It's a little bit late, but interrupted by a Were-tortoise. Yeah, I need to quickly assign a burrow. Because I need all of my dwarfs that are outside being super clever gathering to try and haul their ass back inside. Before the Were-tortoise gets him. Okay, and then that's burrow 1. I think I need to go to... Where's alerts at? Active train. I see alerts, there we go. I need all civilians be in the burrow. One burrow. Okay, that should be active. That screen's kind of confusing. Oh, how did he climbed up our wall? Okay, I knew that the wall wouldn't be much protection. The Were-tortoise has killed our cave tortoise and is killing our gander right now. You guys need to go move here, because all hell is about to break loose. I don't know, where did it go? The Were-tortoise's right hand, blah blah blah. Where is it? The Sutcherer, I cannot have part in this, I'll take revenge. I think people are dying already. All of these people are fighting. I think all of these dwarves have just thrown themselves on that thing. And the Were-tortoise has gone berserk. It fell off the wall. The dwarves pushed it off the wall from the top. And it fell down into the moat. It's wounded its right upper leg. Okay. Mental note in the future. I need to remove all of these ramps everywhere. And here it comes, climbing the wall. Oh shit, a whole bunch of dwarves climbed up on the wall to throw them off. Dwarves, why did you climb up there, you crazy psychos? You'll never climb back down. The Were-tortoise, yeah, it's killing all my animals that are foolish enough to go over there. And it's in the fort. Okay, somebody's fired a bolt here. This is too much of a clusterfuck to see what's going on. Its right hand is damaged, its right upper leg is damaged. It's got stock by the right foot. It's crushing his foot in its grip. And sad creeper, you've been slashed in the left lower arm. I kind of wish I could slow... how slow can I take this? You guys can't see the frame rate. This is down to 5 frames a second. This is the first glorious combat that our fort has had. That bolt is slowly going over there. So this is what's going on with the Were-tortoise. The spinner attacks but misses. The Were-tortoise shakes the mason around by the left lower arm, tearing it apart, severing an artery. There's just pages and pages of it. Yeah, that brewer is completely getting thrashed. If they get infected, God help us all. Oh, and the Were-tortoise increased his wrestling while he was here. I'm not sure that our military is actually there. Station, where's the kill command? I want you guys to just focus on killing that thing. The Were-tortoise dodges to the side as the bolt sails over the head of several dwarves, impacting the corner of the fortress there. It's beat up just a little bit. Hacker Man... Somehow the brewer is still hanging on to his right foot. It's not been completely severed. Mechanical Unicorn, you've been hurt. Right now we've got it surrounded and are constantly keeping it moving, so I think it's having a hard time focusing on anyone. The traitor looks surprised by the ferocity of the Were-tortoise as it charges him. It dives into a shell momentarily, colliding with him, shell first. The traitor is knocked over and tumbles backwards. And I don't see anybody actually getting hits in on this thing. Everybody is missing. Page after page of it being missed. I'm almost wondering, hey, that bolt looked like it was dead on. The Were-tortoise kicks the tanner, it throws the tanner by the right back teeth, so the tortoise reached into his mouth and grabbed him, and then flung him. The stray pecked that animal that we got. It bites the Were-tortoise in the right upper arm, tearing the fat. And the flying sterling silver bolt strikes the Were-tortoise in the lower body, tearing the muscle. Who is shooting the silver bolts? Because you are an absolute genius. It's coming from down here. I know it's not the duck. It could be. But I don't think it is. Copper mace. Why aren't you up there killing? It might be the hunter. Jeb has a bronze pick. You always try to use silver to kill were creatures, right? And Revy, I'm sorry, but you've been found dead. The cave tortoise ripped your head off and flung it against the wall. It's quite beat up, though. Let's see, its left foot is cut open, its left foot is bruised, its head is bruised. The dwarves are trying. Even, I think our cougar is there, too. Yep, the cougar is there. Pet of Paula. Sorry, Revy. Somebody's gotta die for the good of the fortress. And who is this? Kefka. He's focused intently on watching the carnage and chaos in front of him. The were-tortoise takes the planter down by the head, smashing his face into a pulp against the ground. Another bolt sails through the air. However, it narrowly misses the cave tortoise. Well, somebody's all messed up. Zoe, you've been slammed into and you're stunned. The wind's been knocked out of you. Let's see. We really need Grimmeth and his tiger up here. Another bolt sails through the air, narrowly missing the fucking whatever it is. The murderous beast. I think it's this guy. It's Sabin, the animal trainer. He's got a black bronze crossbow in his hand. That bolt narrowly misses, striking Kefka in the head. So let's see, the were-tortoise strikes the shearer. Everybody is just missing. The were-tortoise is a blur, a flash of lightning, spinning around like a top. Like a dreidel, if my dwarfs knew what that was. Another bolt sails through the air. It looks like they've got it pinned. Whoa, 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 whoa. The were-tortoise has transformed into a keeper. Radis renowned lances. In a flash of light and a puff of smoke, the were-tortoise disappears, transformed into a keeper. Keepers are an old human race dedicated to the preservation of knowledge and combat arts. They craft fine weapons and armor, and they have developed an elaborate chivalry. Their towns often have big marketplaces and various shops. Many of Keepers are well-known adventurers, sages, and bards. I don't think he's gonna make it out of here. The Keeper is fighting. Everybody is going after him, I'm pretty sure. And quite frankly, I'm perfectly fine with them killing him. Military, you're really letting me down here. Please kill that Keeper before he gets away. That bolt sells just behind him. As Sabin lags a bit with his aiming. That one looked like it might have hit. The flying silver bolt strikes the Keeper in the lower body, tearing the muscle and fracturing the lower spine bone. A tendon in the lower spine has been torn, and the Keeper screams out, "I must withdraw!" I don't think you're getting out of here alive, you murderous bastard. Another archer rounds the corner. And that guy just ran into a clusterfuck right there. He's dead. Okay, and I've got a lot of injured dwarfs, it looks like. Mechanically, you're just standing there. Hackerman, right arm injury. Blacklist and Joker are fine. Stock is all types of messed up. And Revy's dead. That actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Let's crank this back up to speed so the dwarfs can get on with their lives. Gilded Tools. You need to go back to training. Severely disappointed in you. Everyone hasn't died yet. But if we get infected, well, then we're gonna have some serious trouble. So let's see the hospital. Right now we've got Paige is in there. Apparently Paige had her hand tore up. Let's see, general. How do you see health? I thought it was H. Thoughts and preferences. Her right hand is torn open and her right hand is bruised. She'll be fine. Sad creeper, your lower left arm is all messed up. And I still don't have all the beds and things that I need crafted. What are you lazy dwarves doing? Also, I need some traction benches, I believe. Seal the hospital? No, it's too late. I don't even have my hospital set up to be quarantined. Let's make some traction benches if we can. We need at least 4 of them. Oh, and look, we've got a bunch of monkeys. Troops, you're needed back to deal with these dumb little lemurs that continue to show up. Somebody is eager to kill. Red World charges forward. Also, who gets the glory for killing that thing? Hey, it looks like the War Tiger did get in on that a little bit. Animal trainer. I was hoping I could see who got the kill, because somebody could have got a title. Strikes the Aardvark. Poor Revy. The mayor, like... I don't see the keeper anywhere in here, or Were-tortoise now. Oh well. Somebody got all the glory for that. The wrestler pulls on the embedded dagger that was stuck in the gray langur. He loves that dagger. It's been coated in blood several times now. And every time he gets off just a little bit more from it. Monkeys are good, that's right. With those things dead, can I make any type of fat at all? Processed plants. Because we need soap. With those injuries, if we don't get soap, we're gonna be in trouble. Kitchen. Feed tallow? Definitely don't. Apparently I've got tallow somewhere. Soap makers. I really don't know what the hell's going on with my soap industry. Like, what do I have to butcher? Apparently killing a humanoid keeper, I can't make soap out of his fat, which is strange, because I could have swore I saw a movie that said you can make soap out of just about any type of fat. When did a monkey save his life? I probably should check my kitchen then. Let's see, meat, fish, other... Tallow. Please don't cook the tallow. We needs it. Goat's milk. Unfortunately, I can't render fat. Even though I should have it in my menu here, I can feed the tallow to my pets, but I can't render any fat. And if I go to make soap, it says I don't have any tallow. Let me just set some of this stuff up. Make cheese. Maybe I need lye or potash. There's two different things you need for soap. I think it's fat and lye. And in order to get lye, I believe, I don't know. You need more. You need something. Stuff that I apparently don't have. So how do you make lye? Make potash from lye. What? I wonder if my manager knows. How about make lye? Make 50 of it if we can. Do I need to have coal before I can make lye? Let's see, cancels, yeah. I don't think we have any type of instruments that we can make. As far as I know, I've got almost all of the workshops. I don't have a bower's workshop or a siege workshop. I don't have a fishery. The rest of these are just flavor things added by Dion. Okay, so if you can use oil, where do you get the oil? I don't have any hemp plants that I can extract from the seeds. Let's see. Finally got more than enough doors on standby. I should have tons of buckets. Mill and press. So, let's see. A millstone. I don't have those, and I can finally place a quern, but I'm sure I'm pronouncing incorrectly. So let's see. Thankfully, now that I've got a manager, I don't have to go through all the menus. Construct rock millstone? Give me 5 of those. It's those little tiny workshops that I forget about. So in order to get ash, I probably need to get a furnace set up, I would assume. No water source. That is the clue that it's time to breach into the caverns here. We need that water down there, or people in our hospital will die. So I'm going to take kind of just a direct path to it. I hate having a well this far from the center of the fortress, but I don't have a choice. Channel that out. Oh, well, I don't think I did reset the burrows. Let's see. I need to turn off the specific alert. There we go. No burrow restrictions. Everybody's free to run back outside the fortress. All of this is in the burrow. So I would assume it's just gathering plants and some of these dead animals. Furby better not die of dehydration. It'll be Paige and Stock that die of dehydration. Which means there'll be 3 people from the raid group dead. And don't ask me why dwarves can't survive on alcohol while they're sick. I figured that would be what they need to recover. So let's see. This is where Revy sleeps forever, and this is where Furbest sleeps forever. Rest in peace, you two. The first of many coming to die, I can assure you. I'm still pretty pleased with how that went. I was honestly expecting to lose more than one dwarf in just the combat. Okay. Let's see, mill seeds or nuts into a paste, mill plants, mash plant into a slurry. Sure. Do a little bit of all that. Oh my god, you're probably right. No, they got down. I completely forgot that they were up there. Normally dwarfs aren't smart enough to climb down when they get trapped somewhere, guys. If they climb up a tree or a wall out of fear, you can almost expect them to stay there and die. I actually expected to go up to that Z level and see 3 or 4 dead people there. Okay, who is that? Jeb the Sutcherer. He was just working on them, I think. I don't know if the animals can get infected or not, and I think most of the ones that it even dealt with were completely killed. What's the command to see... How do you go into the in-depth, detailed health report? There's a place you can go and you can see tons of information about people's wounds. Follow, customize, thoughts and preferences. Burbed 2, you're down there. Looks like Paige is up and about. House MD is here. He's busy cleaning things up as stock rests in the corner. Q and then V? Oh, they have to get inspected by a medical dwarf. Well, son of a bitch, that would be why. So who's gonna be the beard doctor? P-Kunk, you're a competent diagnostician, but so is Sleepy Joe. And he doesn't have anything else going on. Oh dear lord, our shaman. Sad Creeper, pretty sure you're in the military. Larian, you got tons of skills. So you'll be the shaman of our place. For some reason you now think you need a bedroom. The Z screen. So maybe once we get a head person here, there'll be a health section. Hello, Zeddy. You missed all the fun. The fortress is now settled into the dull routine of day-to-day life. And look at this. We've got tons of ropes now. I think we'll make these gels as well. There's no chance that we'll ever have all of these completely filled up. But oh well. I am not making paper yet, but we will get to that. I can assure you. I want to see what our dwarfs write about. No sieges, just a were-tortoise that ripped poor old Revy's head off. Petitions are available. Well. Dogsalak Spring-Notched wishes to reside here in most hatchets for the purpose of entertaining citizens and visitors. Isn't that the elf, or the orc that P-Kunk chased off? Where are you at? It's gotta be down here somewhere. There he is. He's an artist. This visitor has come seeking work as a performer. She heard the Violet Harvest was the place to look for long-term work. There's absolutely no one here to challenge her skill-wise when it comes to poetry. She's already made sure of that. So... hello, Libby. I think we'll say yes. So now we've got an orc that lives here at least, and they'll do whatever the hell they... No. No. I don't know if you guys saw that before I paused it. Things have gone from bad to worse. The question is, where the hell is she? I don't... Paige the Were-tortoise. She's right up here in the entrance. You guys really need to go kill that thing. Okay. We're gonna create another squad here. It's gonna be led by Slaxer, and I'm just gonna start throwing some dwarfs into it. Bobbert, Rilder, Vera, Furbat too, you can go in there. Problem Sleuth, Cowboy Duke, Jizz Donka, you might as well. This is where it's all over with. Newtant, no. We'll put Vince McMahon and Douglas Quaid in there. Okay. What the hell are we gonna do here? What the hell are we gonna do? And somebody just got completely mauled on. Apartheid, you charge after Paige. Mechanical, you're dead. You've been crushed beneath the might of the Were-tortoise Paige. This is good music for it. Apartheid, rest in peace. We've got Luigi hiding down here. He says he wants nothing to do with this. Holy crap. Kefka just ran up there and looked like he got into combat. I'm pretty sure he was brutally destroyed, though. Paige is being pummeled down into the ground after taking a herbalist down by its right lower leg and trying to put it into a submission hold. And Paige has bled to death. Okay. Question is, who is next? Who is going to be next? I have no way to seal off people that are injured. Gel stock? Can I? Who are the wounded? So what do we got? Assign animal to a chain. Let's make this to be used by justice. And I don't think it'll do us any good to actually chain a Were-tortoise up in here, but we're gonna see. Problem is, I can't assign people to this as far as I know. Assign set owner. So guys, before I unpause it and more shit happens, is there a way to assign people to those chains? Slaxer, you need a room. Larian, you still need a room. Take the door off and seal it shut. I guess I could assign them with burrows, but the problem is if they're not Were-tortoises and they're stuck in that burrow, they're gonna die. I really do need a quarantine room, like a little burrow where I can quarantine people, if needed. Having a quarantine room close to the hospital doesn't sound like a bad idea. So this place is gonna kind of be set up all on its own. We'll have a dormitory here. A little dining hall. And this place will be sealed off by basically, well, I'd say a bridge, but then they can still jump down and then climb up. We'll have some stockpiles for food here. And maybe something else here. I don't know. We'll have to do something. Because I have a feeling that this isn't over with, this contamination. A raised bridge, then that's what we'll probably do. I'll have to make sure that it raises from the right side, because they could still come and pummel it. Like, if they can reach it, I believe that they can destroy it. Rest in peace, Paige. You traveled all this way to be struck down as a were-tortoise after 10 minutes. Also, let's get rid of all these ramps. I don't think it'll do a damn thing, but maybe it'll slow down their climbing. Yes, the dwarf gods decided we must spill some blood. A stray pecket. It's wounded from the fight. Butcher that thing, quick. Kill it! Someone take it over to the butcher shop and chop its head off. Before it turns into a freaking were-tortoise pecked. The only thing I know I could do, if I can find it, there's a justice screen somewhere. Let's see. Hammerer. Or at least there used to be a justice. There it is, justice screen. There are no criminals. We don't have any cold cases. Yeah, I can't convict anyone, unfortunately. If we'd found a stray dead body that we didn't know how they died, I could convict people and have them locked up, I think. Okay, let's see. This needs to be channeled out. It's totally a crime when you turn into a were-tortoise. If you're sick with the flu or something, by all means, stop by our hospital. If there's any chance that you're gonna turn into a blood-hungry tortoise and try to eat everyone, please, go away. What do you mean? Like, where would I put the fortifications? Because up here, I definitely don't want any. And if you're talking about down here, so maybe we could shoot the were-tortoises, that would be a thing. What I could do is just have a wall here, or like a little tunnel back here, and then turn these into fortifications. So if they do turn, we can just send our archers in here to plink at them through the slits, I guess. And Randy Savage has withdrawn from society after all of this chaos. Something deep in his heart has stirred. And he now knows what his life meaning is. He's claimed a crafts dwarf's workshop, and we have everything he needs, it looks like, so he takes off. He's gonna grab some blood-covered stones. He's craving the Slim Jim. Don't let us down, Randy. So far, most of our legendary artifacts have been somewhat lackluster. The heart has been in the right place, but then creativity, not necessarily so much. Okay, that squad didn't lose anyone. That squad didn't lose anyone. I fully expect Stock or somebody else to turn. It's just a matter of time. It's got me uneasy now. You know, Randy could have also went to one of these caskets and stole body parts, I believe. We didn't sell a legendary artifact, though. We sold a mastercraft thing. And it's not my fault everything Grimmeth crafts is a mastercraft. If you don't want it to be sold, tone it down a little. Or if you don't want to be upset when it's sold. I don't think any of the war pets died. It was all the weaker ones. Everything that Deso trained performed flawlessly. In fact, let's see if there's anything else that can have war training yet. A wolf. You're damn right you're gonna get war training. A black bear. We've also got a giant tamed ant. It's interesting. Another wolf, another boar, or a boar. I thought that was a bear. Okay. So we'll get some more war animals out and about with the military. And Randy Savage begins his mysterious construction. His eyes begin to glow a slight red as he focuses with all of his might. What is that? A keeper caravan from Osor Bibio has arrived. Hey, keepers! Was that your fucking forward scout that you sent after us? You'd better have brought some good stuff to trade with, or we're gonna just steal it all. Yeah, we're gonna keep a close eye on these guys. I hadn't even heard about them. I didn't know that they existed until their Were-tortoise showed up. And the Albaki, for some reason, have brought more tribute for Grimmeth to steal. In fact, they brought more than they've ever brought before. They've heard of us slaying the Were-tortoise, and they're even more astonished at our power. They know not to fuck with us, so I wonder what they've brought this time. Grimmeth, we're gonna need your assistance here. And what crafts do I have? Got a ton of stuff. I got a bunch of stuff that's not in bins. I wonder... make me... a bunch of wooden bins. I want 60 of them. Don't short me. I don't know if the elves are slaves or not, but they definitely enjoy bringing us things. And Randy Savage has created Shoselcon, A rapagranite mug. Okay. Oh, we've also got a book up there. Let's see. It's called The Fragrant Master. This is a rapagranite mug. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It's encircled with bands of rectangular rapagranite cabochons. On the item is an image of cashew tree. Maybe that was the tree that half the dwarves ran up and hid. Right by our trade depot when the werebeast was there. And let's see. Thog Slok Biaznamek owns this borax-bound codex here. Let's see. The written portion consists of a 10-page essay entitled The Nuanced Willful Feint. I think we've already read that. It doesn't actually have anything significant in it. I dare someone to turn here, Larian. I dare someone to turn into a were-tortoise. Those traitors and their bodyguards will cut them into ribbons. An Ultimate Warrior has been re-elected as the mayor. The dwarfs decided that his valor in combat, among other things, has been sufficient. I'm gonna have to go get more tea here in a minute. And wouldn't you know it, hot on the hills of the merchants is another migrant wave. As if we didn't have enough mouths already. Thankfully it wasn't that many. We've only got a population of 71. 9 more, and we'll have enough for Bowser to show up. So, let me pause this real quick and get Dwarf Therapist back up. So who all died? Paige died. Paige 2. Revy died. Revy 2. And who doesn't have one? Libby, I don't think you do. Who else? Cool Kid. Cool Kid, nice friend. I don't think your whole name will fit. Nope. We're gonna have a Cool Kid here in the fort. But he's got your back, so don't worry. And Rosa Gustina. Yeah, Parth did die. That's right. I think he was the first one to die, as a matter of fact. The migrant waves are getting more frequent, unfortunately. We're gonna have Bomberman in here. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, that's right. Mechanical did get murdered. So we won't have a Bomberman. Mechanical 2. Are you sure you don't have one aim point? You might not. So we'll get rid of Bomberman and we'll get rid of Paige. There we go. Don't worry, Mechanical. You'll make the best soap, I'm sure. And by the best soap, I mean no soap, because I'll never have everything we need for it. So first, let's see what the keepers have brought us. First, they brought us various bars that I'll trade for. Table cut wax opals. Pretty sure I could make that stuff myself. We should be more than stocked up on any type of wax by this point. Cover sliding puzzle. They brought a buffalo bull in a cage and a cat. I'll buy the bull. Pretty sure we can use that to help us breed some stuff. depending on what we lost in combat. An extremely fancy steel pick. Why is that so fancy? It's encrusted with table-cut violet spessartines. This object is adorned with hanging rings of milk opal. Yeah, we don't need anything that fancy. My dwarves are not wanting to mine with that much bling. Pretty much one of the main things I can just trade for is cloth and leather. Two things that I generally can't make a ton of myself. So let's see what we have to get rid of here. Again, I'm pretty sure the red stuff is stuff that we have had tributed to us. And I hate going down this list manually because it's probably really loud on the stream, but I can't risk selling any type of ropes or anything. Some of these items are mastercraft, and it's definitely gonna piss some people off whenever we sell them. Giant willow, we can sell that. Goblin adventurer crap. Forgotten beast silk thong. Yeah, let's sell it. I'm sure somebody would love to hang on to that. A giant, nasty, stinky thong for their collection. Okay. See you later, Savage. This will either be a VOD or up on YouTube. Probably both. Some more anvils for us. I think that's pretty much all I want. We don't, well... Backpacks and quivers are cheap enough, we might as well try to throw them on there. They're gonna want some more stuff, though. So they've added some more stuff to the list. Which I am actually fine with. Okay. And elves, what did you bring to tithe us this time? Tons of bars and sand. Trying to weigh us down, apparently. Look at the price of all this stuff. They really went overboard this time. They probably spent several seasons decorating all of this and just ensuring that it would live up to Grimmeth's high standards when it comes to the tribute that they offer him. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I really don't need like a cloth industry or an armor industry. The elves bring us everything we need, backpacks and everything. Yes, they do get mad if you sell them wood items. But they're not smart enough to stop coming back. Look at all those anvils. I almost feel bad doing this. Not because of the elves or anything, just because it takes work away from our dwarves. Like, look at all this food. It's just pages of food. Shift enter. Mark all goods for trade. I could read that. That would actually be nice, yeah. Okay, we're gonna seize it all. Take what you wish. It's your tribute. We wouldn't have brought it otherwise, Grimmeth. We'll see you again next season. Grimmeth grabs a piece of wood and casually begins chiseling away at it. Carving away at it. To be fair, if they tried to stop me, like if they attacked me, they could do some serious damage. We'd probably lose 10 to 20 dwarves just fighting the meager amount of merchants that they brought. I am curious about the animals though. Let's see. Did you bring us anything cool? We got a cavy pup. There's another raptor, a tigress, a cougar. Another wolf. They brought us a scorpion. A couple of echidnas. Silver fox. Maybe some of this stuff they didn't bring me, actually. Also, hang on. Black bear, wolf. These things aren't actually... Well, maybe they are in a cage. I think they are. We'll bring them out of their cages, get them into the pen, and then we'll have Deso train them. You can mate raptors. I don't know what gender they are. We'll look at them here in a little bit. But if they're male and female, they'll mate on their own. Battle alpacas. Truly the most terrifying thing in the world. Okay. I need to build some millstones. Yeah. And millstones even take mechanisms, okay? Goodbye, Albaki. Feel free to never ever come back. I'm kind of surprised that the keepers and the orcs have... I don't think they've ever brought a liaison with them, which I find strange. The keepers come from the Kingdom of Pets. They have a queen, a warlord, and a diplomat. You can use potash as fertilizer in Dwarf Fortress. You can fertilize your fields. Speaking of fields, I never bothered to get these set up. I really don't think we can ever have enough pigtails. If we want to have a textile industry of our own, I'm pretty sure that's our only option. You know, the good news is, there hasn't been any more transformations. Okay. So, we need a bridge. Preferably one that raises. It needs to be anchored on the edge. So it'll raise here. Does it have to be a certain length, or can it hit my roof? I think it raises that way. Actually, instead of having walls there, we'll have fortifications. That way, even if I keep a door here and we keep it closed, they can still shoot through here. And we'll add a little walkway around this entire quarantine area, filled with fortifications. Question is, we'll put that lever tucked away in the corner right here. It might actually be a good idea to have this be part of the hospital as well, so injured people are taken here, and then I can seal them off. That would have been a better idea. Unfortunately here I can't build any type of drawbridge because of this underneath it. What to have our dwarves do? I feel like they're wasting so much time. I've still got plants out here to gather. So, have the new recruits join the fresh ranks of the plant gatherers. Basically, if people aren't doing anything, that's what they should be doing. There's always bees. The bees are the symbol of our dwarven empire here. We might be small and tiny, but we're ferocious. You can send all your were-tortoises or your were-anythings after us. We'll shrug it off and just get a dozen more migrants next season. I'm guessing World Gen will continue to create dwarf sphere civilization, by the way. Because again, whenever I started this, it said that we were a dead civilization. I'd like our liaison to show up again so I can see what we've been doing. What King Bowser has been doing out and about on the world map. It's possible he can take over, I think, some other areas. Like, he can launch attacks. Or get himself killed. War bees. If I could weaponize the bees, I would. Need ash, need ash. Let's see first. I completely forgot about this little exploratory tunnel down here too. I need to build... I'm gonna turn this into a 4-square well depot. And probably we'll breach into the caverns. Let's see, we'll take a tunnel from here and then breach in right over here. And down this way, we'll actually have our furnace industry set up for blacksmithing and stuff. Kind of towards the bottom. Oh, you're stuck with therapist. God damn it, therapist. But what I was doing behind therapist was setting these wells up here, so we have a steady source of water. And then we'll dig an exploratory tunnel right here over to breach into the caverns. And then right in here, we'll actually have our blacksmith furnace area. I need to get that set up so we can start getting ash, I believe. A beeswax club? It sounds delicious. What are you doing? No laborers available. I could assign Thogslok some war animals if I was absolutely crazy. Let's see, who do we have down here? Barden. We're gonna give you a trained war grizzly bear. Chano, you get a war black bear. Rambo, you can have a wolf. Redworld, you can have a wolf. And somebody down here can get the boar. Revy, we're gonna assign you a boar. Maybe the boar will die first before you do. See you later, Bomb Zero. I'm gonna go get a drink, so I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll let the dwarves just continue to idle around for a little bit. Did I miss anything? Did any more were animals show up? We need to go ahead and do some changes to our military here as well. The gilded tools, let's see. Every other month they'll have off. And the other squad will train in their place. That way they get a chance to kind of take a break between things. They don't get completely fed up. Whoops. They don't get completely fed up with constantly being on duty. They do like to have a little bit of R&D or whatever. Not R&D, but R&R. I'm completely fucking this up. Okay. Sleeping room at will. That should all basically be the same. The Mechanical Yells. I actually like the name of that squad. And they can train here too. The mayor became cream of the crop. Again? Oh wait, Randy Savage became the mayor? What? Wait. No, he didn't. So what do I actually need to do? We could expand some rooms here and start giving all of our dwarves actual bedrooms. Before we get started on the furnace industry and stuff, that's probably what I should do. Possibly have it branch off into 2 paths. So we're gonna need a lot of rooms. And they shouldn't be too small. We should give our dwarves... Like, that's a pretty damn good sized room for any dwarf except the noble. Most dwarves aren't gonna get to live in anything bigger than a 2x2 or a 1x3 or something. This probably won't line up right, no. So... I have a little back hallway to these rooms. They've got to go down a 1 tile wide scary hallway where all of their worst nightmares lurk. The Fortress Ghetto, yeah? I can see that. We can have like a little library or something back here. I think that'll work for me. We're really just building a circuit board here. This is all integrated memory. And this is the little controller chip. They can get mugged by were-tortoises. And the Ultimate Warrior has ended his mandate. Let's see, okay, hang on. Ultimate Warrior / Solarian, you all think you need bedrooms. I'm pretty sure, did I get any beds? Yes, I did. We'll make this be the bedroom. Okay. That way Ultimate Warrior will quit complaining. I'm surprised heads haven't rolled yet. He's went so long without having his needs fulfilled. His requirements. 2 chests, 2 cabinets. It does kind of look like a DOS game, but I assure you it is far from it. Guys, don't you know graphics are the only thing that dictate if a game is good or bad? You can't say this is the best game. Look at the graphics. Horrible. It means the game sucks. And the dwarves are actually going down to the wells to wash off all the blood, finally, it looks like. They finally have a place to wash. There's Langer blood, there's Page's blood, Sad Creepers and Stalk's blood, Revi's blood. I don't think that Were blood can actually infect anyone if they step in it or clean it up, but kinda has me worried. Is it really you, Revocane? Is that Has the thing taken over? Are you sure it's you? The blacklist is already perfect. Well, thankfully I actually know how to read my activity log now, so no matter what happens, I can actually find out who's doing it. The buffalo cow collapses and falls to the ground from overexertion. What the hell? Ah, the war tiger is out there getting something. It's hungry. It's not one of ours, is it? Buffalo cow, no. There was a stray buffalo cow running around. I like its attack patterns, hit and runs. It continues to bite the flank and claw at the buffalo cow, finally bringing it down before clamping on its throat and ripping it off. It drops to the ground dead. Let's see, I've got millstones now. Needs to be powered. Well, I'll be damned. Okay, hang on. Millstones are going to be a whole nother thing I've got to deal with. I think that they need screw pumps or something next to them. I preferred not knowing how to use the activity log so we could just shoot accusations all around. That was a whole lot more fun than instantly knowing who it was. I think we got a good 30-40 minutes out of that little mystery case that we had on our hands. An Ultimate Warrior has mandated the construction of certain goods. Oh, really? He wants a vest. Doesn't care what type it is, as long as it's a vest. Let's see. Make out a cloth. We'll make a cloth vest for him. In RaidSoft, you have created a masterpiece plump helmet fries. They are absolutely delicious. They're crisp when you bite into them, and then they melt in your mouth. The fact that the guy was actually in here listening to chat and playing along was kind of hilarious. Because I really thought there was something wrong with Hitbox for a while. All of the dwarfs are named after chat. Whenever we get a migrant wave, I'll name it after the people in chat. But actually, we've got so many people, so many dwarfs, they don't have to be in chat. I'll just grab it from the sidebar. You guys need to all petition Hitbox Aimpoint to get the chat history bars. The fact that Twitch has it and Hitbox doesn't makes me salty. Yeah, direct drawing in chat so we can see all of your digital cocks that you want to draw. He didn't really talk, Revocane. If he had talked more or said more, I might have got suspicious, but he literally only said a couple things, so I figured you were just dozing off, playing something else and not really paying attention. I've got this room down here that I've been meaning to do something with. Where's our nest boxes? You son of a bitch. How can I not have any nest boxes yet? Yeah, Rev, you were really cool about your hacking. The guy liked you. I wish I could pretend that was actually you in that picture. If he was throwing pizza slices. The dry season has shown up. The tumbleweeds are blowing across the wasteland up there. The plants are withering and dying. Any type of tablet is probably better than trying to draw with a mouse. But I don't know because I'm not an artist. I don't draw things. Oh really? We finished his mandate and now he says that the export of crutches are prohibited. You'll make our empire look weak if we start exporting medical supplies. What do you think we are, a bunch of pussy dwarves? That song, Patrick, was most likely based on an Ennio Morricone song. It was a remix of the Shadows theme from Final Fantasy VI. Hello, Avok. Good morning to you. Welcome back. You have been elected to the board. You are now an official board member. Something just happened as I went to build that door. What happened? RoboCop cancels sleep. He's taken by a mood. He withdraws from society. And there he goes. What is he? He's a shearer. He's gonna go legendarily shear an animal. An artifact piece of alpaca wool. He claims a craft dwarf's workshop. What could RoboCop possibly have on his mind? Either way, we've got everything he needs. Let's see. This lever needs to be hooked up to this bridge. And we'll start getting this place loaded down with some beds, tables, and chairs. For those of you that don't know, this is our quarantine room. After the last little bit of fun we had, I don't particularly want to be surprised again when someone gets sick and turns into a murderous werebeast. That should be more than enough beds. Guys, true artists don't use pencils or tablets. They just paint in 3D with virtual reality. Get with the time, scrubs. Use magic. Revi, I've never seen any of your art. You need to post it somewhere. You should make your own bracket, Avok. The Outpost Liaison, Wario, has arrived. And I believe that he'll need to meet with the Ultimate Warrior, which will be somewhat difficult. I can replace the Ultimate Warrior if I want. I don't know what issues that would cause, though. Ultimate Warrior, let's see. The Gilded Tools. It is... It's 12th Limestone, early autumn, so what's his schedule? Limestone. Unfortunately, he's training. We'll have them stand down for now, that way they can meet with the liaison. And an Orcish caravan from Renritsu Sonata has arrived. Holy crap. They're not taking any mouth from these hyenas over here. One of the hyenas let off a little laugh, and that was enough to trigger the orcs. They sate their bloodlust at being laughed at by bashing the hyena against the rocks. That's beautiful, Slacks. It's the most delicious looking banana I've ever seen. Does it have the banana herpes now, Avok? Grimmeth is down there crafting his masterpiece beds. But he needs to stop crafting and get to trading. He doesn't have any tithes come this way today, so he'll actually have to put some work into it. Try not to let us get screwed over too much. Haggle those bastards down. Haha, I remember that picture. I was really happy about getting that staff too. That was hard to get. Back then it was kinda rare to get a group that could actually beat that fight. So Wario meets up with the Ultimate Warrior and he says, I'm your liaison from the Mountain Homes. I don't know what the hell happened to the last guy, Grimmeth, but let's go ahead and discuss your situation. The world is the same as ever. So none of our, I guess, mountain homes have been lost, and none of our outposts have been destroyed. We haven't been rampaging or causing war out there. Bowser is just taking it easy for the time being, possibly getting ready to move here. And what do we want from you guys? Probably more armor. Preferably not super fancy, highly decorated masterwork stuff. You need to take back to the mountain homes that we were invaded by a Were-tortoise, and it actually killed a couple of our dwarves. We believe that the keepers sent it after us. And you know what? Let's request lie too, and as much thread as they can possibly bring. And what do they want from us? They want sheets that we're not going to make, cloth that I'm not going to sell them, refined coal that I don't have, and headwear. So basically I don't have anything for them. Which means we just won't get very good deals. Grimmeth looks over at the traders and says, let them unpack their shit first. I'm in the middle of making some beautiful nest boxes. I was gonna look for soap aim point, but I didn't see it while going through the menu. And I decided instead of getting hung up on there, and just, nah. And our broker is not having any of our shit right now. He's gonna get a bite to eat before he deals with them. He doesn't want to be drooling over all the delicious food they brought. Okay, our nest boxes are done. It's been like 6 years, but we can finally get some of these set up. Why? It said that I had 15 nest boxes built, but I was only able to place one. I think something's wrong with nest boxes in this mod. Place some traction benches. And our hospital is basically fully functioning now except for soap. Rilder, everyone has some artistic ability, even if it's just stick figures. Let's see. We're gonna restrict this entire area. Until I set it up as a burrow, I don't need you dwarves in here sleeping or eating. So please, get the fuck out. This is a restricted quarantine zone. Wait, we can't export crutches. If we export crutches on accident, because I'm not paying attention, Grimmeth might actually get killed. The Ultimate Warrior will demand that the Hammerer beat himself up. I have no idea how that would actually play out. It's a good thing I built all these doors. I still don't have enough. Give me 60 more rock doors. The Hammerer might have immunity, which would actually be good. He can break the rules and the law with impunity. a pretty damn good picture. Is that a Space Station 13 drawing? Grimmeth, why are you not wanting to play games? He's like, I'm gonna get a drink first, too. I need to be good and drunk. Needs to get some type of buzz going. Can you just send your tiger up here to trade with them? You can probably negotiate pretty good by now, too. They quit working on it and they released the code open source. And as far as I know, no one's been able to actually do anything with it. The one that Super Norn and them were working on? Yeah, they were completely remaking it. They got like a lobby system set up and atmospherics and a couple of other systems set up. But again, I don't know how functional the code actually was. And Grimmeth went to sleep. Damn it. I need a trader here before they leave. Make sure he doesn't have any other jobs at all besides his carpentry. Well, just think about all of the things that Space Station 13 does, and then how you would have to recode it. Every tile being completely destructible, atmospherics, temperature, health systems, inventory. It's pretty damn deep. It was Goons working on it, I believe, Mechanical. I'm pretty sure the majority of them were. Getting all of those systems to work together and then doing it over netcode so that it's the same for everyone. Yeah. If you can do that in your spare time as a hobby, good luck. You're awesome. I think most people realize they'd rather be putting their time and talent to making money. You gotta keep your weird doodles, Revy, and then just continue to expand on them. You can't throw them away. I would love for Space Station 13 to get an actual legitimate upgrade and remake at some point, but I don't think it'll ever happen. The guy who made DayZ, Rocket, or something like that, he's working on something that is kind of like a spiritual successor to Space Station 13. I can't remember what it's called right now, but the little teaser video for it looked kind of cool, even though it was all CG. I can't tell anime girls apart, Revy. They all look the same. One anime girl is the same as the other anime girls. Let's get these bedrooms set up. We'll give our dwarves cabinets and dressers in each of them as well. If I'm feeling really nice, we'll give them tables and chairs too. The only downside to giving them their own little dining area is that they'll stop all socializing in the tavern over there. bridges. Chalk cabinet, so we just need containers. This will allow them to store some of the shit that they accumulate. There's no working economy in Dwarf Fortress yet, so I don't believe they actually go buy clothes and stuff. But once we start making it, I believe that they will replace old clothing and store it in their bedroom. From what I've heard, the Goon code is a big spaghetti mess, and is a nightmare in and of itself just trying to learn. So even though they leaked the code, again, good luck trying to learn it all and all of the little bullcrap they put in it, I guess. A lot of inside jokes for command scripts and triggers. My biggest problem with Space Station 13, the only big problem that I have with the game over the years, is that it's gotten way too quick. It's way too quick-paced. Like, slips and falls and stuns used to last forever. So you could actually stun or slip somebody. Robocop's begun his construction, but you could stun and slip people and have time to, like, handcuff them and do things. Now if you stun or slip somebody, you better just kill them, because they're gonna be getting back up real fucking soon. Like, a banana pill used to be a death sentence if you slipped on it. Not just TG Kyra, but even Goon, which is the only server I play on. It's just really, really quick. Well, regular players always knew it. There was always that group of people on the servers that knew everything. I just want a server that's like Goon, but more... I don't think we're gonna get to trade with anyone. Nope, the merchants are gone, oh well. I don't know where I was going with my Space Station 13 talk. But basically, the game is just too quick-paced for me. Robocop has created a rapid granite ring. Wow, this is a rapid granite ring. All crafts dwarf ship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with oval chalk cabochons, decorated with gray langer suede and encircled with bands of round rapid granite cabochons. It's adorned with pomelo wood, rami, spellwood, and laurel, and menaces with spikes of laurel. On the item is an image of leaves in rapid granite. It relates to Grimmeth dealing with the leaves of whips over several trading sessions. I'm kind of disappointed that they left before we could trade, because I was really hoping to get some crutches sent out the door just to see what would happen. I don't know who's sleeping in here, but this is the Ultimate Warrior's room. So he's probably going to come suplex your ass right out of his bed here in a minute. I don't even know what a cabochon is, Revo Kane. It sounds like some type of Mexican burrito to me. Some type of delicious Mexican food. Let's see, do we have any more animals that can be trained for war? We've got live lizards that have been caught. A war wolf. boar. For a second I thought that the alpaca was lighting up. The tigress and the raptor need trained. We have a live bark scorpion, a couple live lizards, live large roaches. I don't know what the point of capturing these small animals are. I can't give them out as pets. Maybe I can. Cardinals and chipmunks. Maybe they just need to be tamed first. Okay. Diso, go tame some small animals and then get back to capturing live animals. Warwolves! Load the warwolves with the rocket fuel. Load them with the worms. Kate! Somehow you died. You climbed up here at some point and died up on the edge. Rest in peace, Kate. I don't know what the hell you think you were doing up there. I told you they'll climb up, they'll get pushed up to places, or they'll climb up there and they won't know how to get down. And so he died up there with dwarves passing back and forth for days as he pleaded out for a drink of water or rum or something. But that's what happens. I think what happened is that they path through here, and this is kind of a choke point, so if they pass over each other, sometimes they'll actually get pushed up 1 Z level. We'll build ramparts. I put a ramp here so they can go up and down now. We probably do have enough dwarves standing around that I can quit being lazy. Okay. We will get some ramparts up here. Let's do it with chalk blocks. Once we get this part set out, I can go ahead and designate the rest of it. And we need that tree gone. It's nice having a tree near here for the animals to sit under for shade. That's just one more thing to get in our way. This song is from Bastion. This is a cover by Grape Pie. Surprisingly, it was hard for me to find songs from Bastion that weren't people singing "Build This Wall." Oh, if that's what a cabochon is, that's pretty cool. I can see those being awesome as decoration. Under the right light, any dwarf would look like a god. I think with these, once these ramparts are done too, we'll set up an archery range. And maybe start getting some of you trained as archers as well. Maybe that's what the secondary squad that we've got will become. I really need to go in and manually adjust their uniforms at some point too. I just have a feeling that that's going to be its own little nightmare as I have to navigate that menu. And we'll build a roof over that entire section. Yay, some more migrants. Just what we wanted. To replace the dead and the lost. This might push us over 80. At which point I would expect Bowser to be showing up within a season or two. Or only 77, never mind. I was hoping for a little bit more than that. So... who do we need? Kate, 2. You died. Patrick Ole. I don't believe you have one. TK 421. TK 422. I have Kylo Ren in here. If you don't have a dwarf and you need to, yeah, we'll have Paige 2. You'll have to speak up so I can remove some of these NPCs. And this guy's just gonna be the gunslinger. Okay, get on stone detailing. I really just don't want to have to go through here and adjust all this crap. But I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to quit being lazy and putting it off, because a lot of our dwarves are just kind of being wasted standing around. You've got one. At least I believe you do. Yeah, you've got one. You are basically a mason and stone crafter at this point. And you dabble in glazing. Which, as far as I know, we don't actually do any of. Hello, Kaboli. The biggest migrant wave I had, I think, was like 15 dwarves, and everything after that's just been a slow trickle. 5 here, 6 there. I think we should remove this. I'm sick and tired of my animals all huddling around the entrance, because I'm pretty sure that's causing pathing problems. Piglet, get in there. Okay. Blacklist 2016. We've also got Hacker Man in here as well. So far they're laying low and keeping quiet. I haven't seen them do anything. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Were-tortoise Kutzmob Arostasbub has come. A large tortoise twisted into humanoid form, which we already knew about. And it was down there killing a hyena for some reason, so... before I unpause this and we deal with this Were-tortoise, let us... I need to fix this. Define this burrow. We need to erase pretty much all of this. And then make this one kind of its own little burrow. Change the symbol. That way it looks a little bit different. I really hope we don't have to use this room. We'll set it up as that. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Okay, anybody who gets bit or wounded or injured, we're going to have to send them in there. Let's put... I need... food... and food. Okay. Let's get both of our squads down here. You need to be active. And slow this way down again. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, Civilian alert is inactive. I don't think so. Yes, delete that one. I'm trying to see how I can get the civilian alert in the top right to actually trigger. We'll see if this helps at all. I need my dwarves inside. I still lament the days that it was taken away, that we used to be able to just hit a key and all the dwarves would go inside. We didn't have to deal with burrows. It was, don't be outside in the sunlight. The only people up here right now are Barden and Redworld. Redworld has an iron staff that he's multi-grasping, staring intently down the corridor there. And Barden, you have a copper-spiked mace. At least you guys are equipped. I don't know where it's going. There it is. Whoa! It just changed into Cutsmob, the Gobliness. I don't care what you were, or I don't care who you are. You're gonna die. You don't just morph out of your tortoise form right before you get indoors. Charge, dwarves! I want that orc strung and quartered by the end of the day. Redworld charges forward, smashing into the Gobliness, wounding the upper body and clubbing their head, giving them a concussion. They fall to the ground tired and winded, saying that they need some sleep. Redworld has seen this before, though. He remembers the last time we were attacked, and he clubs and destroys that thing all by himself. I think you lost your name, too, by killing that thing. You've got one notable kill, Cutsmob, and 3 others. And you lost your name because of it, which is strange. At least I'm pretty sure that was you. I end up with 2. Oh well. I don't know why the Were-tortoise decided that was a good time to morph back into a goblin, but man, did they ever fuck themselves over. False alarm, civilians. False alarm. False alarm. I really don't want this A. Oh god, what have I done? I've got them all set to alert now. I don't think that should matter. The only thing we really have to watch for is Redworld, but he didn't even get hit. Yeah, if it would have stayed a tortoise, I guarantee you Redworld would not have been as badass as he was there. But we've already fought that creature before. We know its weakness. We know where its weak point is. The world's gonna have to do a whole lot better than that if it wants to kill us. Hey, there's our cute little scorpion. Just hanging out by the bees. It might actually be killing the bees. Is it killing the bees? Honeybee something's killing my bees! Honeybee remains. It's probably the fucking scorpion. Why are you killing all my bees? It's ready to be split, ready to be split. We do have a goblin that is staying down in the tavern. Right here. Dogsluck Biznamack. Right now they're just chit-chatting with Grimmeth. Peakunk, you're listening to poetry. Who is telling poetry? The dwarf, or the goblin, is reciting poetry. The performance is at the first line. We see cake is an example of the savant of desserts. The work has no particular subject. The writing is reasonably serious, and overall the poetry is not awful, but it's not very good either. The savant of desserts is a dramatic poetic form intended to satirize a chosen subject. It originated in the empires of rain. What did we figure out? Your image can't be over 10 megabytes for Hitbox to post it. And that's the goblin's room right there. Current long-term resident is Thogslok Biaznamek. Just chilling outside the door, watching the dwarves come and go. You know what? Let's give them cabinets. Make these rooms a little bit more appetizing. Because I'm kind of disappointed we only have one long-term visitor so far. And containers. That's a named container right there. Nebel Lilitang. Let's not give that up. That needs to go into a noble's room. Probably Bowser's room. Hello, Nightblade. I'm actually an overnight person, so I live on European time frame. Bobbert Paulson the Bookbinder. I need to try and make some books at some point. Okay, dwarfs. Tired of y'all standing around. Go ahead and smooth a bunch of crap down. Get this place properly sealed off. Lather it up real good, Revo. Make sure you slob on it real hard. We're out of wood? Are you joking me? Oh man, you know what would really piss the elves off? I'm gonna regret this, but we're gonna cut down every tree on the map. If those elves still seriously think that they're gonna fucking show up with tribute regardless, I hope that they see this deserted, barren wasteland. Maybe they'll be able to hear the trees screaming from their homeland. I want them to show up with more than just traders. I want them to actually challenge us. I'm gonna end up regretting that. We're done with their trinkets and tributes. It's time to spill elf blood. The free animals? At some point, they'll stop bringing us tribute, period. I've never had a game where I've been able to seize this much stuff without them declaring war, basically. I'm kind of shocked that they're such pushovers. And you know what? If it doesn't piss them off, then we'll continue to get free tribute until it does. If you'll notice, they haven't shown up with a wagon. They're at least smart enough not to load one of those down. Oh, squishing with a bridge is too easy. Again, we should at least look into setting up a drowning chamber somehow. I'd have to pump water up from like 15, 20 Z levels down though. And I've never made a pump stack, so not gonna happen. Unless we take our trade depot all the way through the base and take it down into the caverns. My hallways are wide enough that they could actually path down there. That would be interesting. We're almost out of drink. I should have been paying attention to it. And that's why so many dwarfs are going down there to get water. They would normally never lower themselves to drinking water. know what? Let's also just start cutting all of our gems up. I can cut clay up? That seems kind of weird. Green glass, clear glass. We'll cut some of that up. Hey, I wasn't saying using Firefox was bad. I was just saying. I thought something was going on with it. I use Firefox. Like I say, it was a fun little mystery. Maybe not fun for you guys, as I was pointing fingers and basically assassinating your mod status. And did you get two-factor set up with your cell phone yet, Revocane? That was one of the main things I learned from my experience. Just get the Google Authenticator and then two-factor everything you can. That way if they want to hack it, yeah, they can get your password, but they're going to have to get your phone too. I watched a bit of the Overwatch broadcast. You guys didn't miss anything. Are you gonna save that video, Revocane? Or are you gonna let it self-delete after 14 days? That's a piece of history for your channel. The time the barbarians knocked down the gate and took control of the capital for a brief amount of time, before the resistance came back to take over. They probably were jerking off while they did it. That's gotta be somewhat of an adrenaline rush. Most people won't go through the extra steps of security until it happens to them. I was like that. Two-factor? God, that's so much work. Why would I do that? My password's good. Hey, it's not necessarily a shit connection that does it. I swear sometimes Hitbox just decides it wants to chop things up, because I had no frames dropped that night. I had like 30 frames dropped the whole stream, and it was still in 20 sections. 20 segments with minutes missing here and there. I don't even know if my rant against elves made it into the videos, unfortunately, and I was quite proud of that. The only thing that scares me about two-factor is what do I do if I lose my phone? Like this, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 36 minutes and I've only got 23 dropped frames. So if this turns out to be a bunch of segments, I'm going to be kind of sad. But I've got a local recording as well. Last night's stream that I local recorded turned out to be 6 gigabytes, and then I encoded it down to like 700 meg. So that'll be uploaded to YouTube in a day or two. In Shino, you've grown attached to a grown iron spear that the elves grew in their forest. When Grimmeth liberated it from their oppressive hands, you knew it was meant for you, and you can't wait for the day that it gets to taste elf blood. The stray scorpion's been stung by a bee. I bet you what happens is the bees sting things, and then the animals and cougars turn on them. That has to be what's going on. Can I do any more war training? No. I don't think those words rhyme. I've always, like, when it comes to account security, I've always found it hilarious the security questions are generally the weakest point. What school did you go to? What was the name of your pet? Like, for those of you who used Facebook and MySpace back in the day, remember those, like 20 question surveys that would go around? Where were you born? What was the name of your favorite pet? People would farm security question answers with those little surveys and then break into accounts. People don't realize just how weak the security questions are. You can have the strongest password in the world, but if your security question's weak, what's the point? That's why your security questions should always be a password themselves. You need passwords for your passwords. How's our forest genocide doing? Wow, there's a lot of buffalo cows up there. We've got Patrick, who is fishing for some reason. We've got a non-dwarf in here. Apparently I forgot to turn that crap off. Rambo's a really good fisher. You can go catch us some legendary fish. Well, thankfully, most people don't have to worry about being a target. Like, your average Joe is never gonna have their account even looked at. But once you start getting into the public eye, then it starts to become a game of the laws. And then anything can go. I love Stardew Valley and games like that, Nightblade. I streamed a bunch of Stardew Valley when it first came out. And I'll probably stream it more once 1.1 drops, and I add a couple mods to it. There is nothing to catch in the northern swamps. Of course there's not. Why would there be? Okay, let's get these bedrooms set up. Maybe my dwarfs will have a place to live. That does not need to be a barracks. And unfortunately, this is just a small fraction of the rooms that I actually need. God damn it. That I actually need to create. Let us build. Do I have... I should have some bookcases. Yes, I do. I say this... Oh, wow, we got a ton of bookcases. This will be one of our first libraries. I'm not entirely sure what I need in order for books to be crafted. But I'll see if I can go figure it out. Make me 15 more bookcases. Is it a crafts dwarf shop that crafts that stuff? Let's see. Make scroll, make... I don't know what a choir is. It's gotta be choir. Leather, pearl, large horn gems. I guess maybe make a couple scrolls and see what happens. Overhangs are really good. In that case, what I would need to do is mine this out as well, and then I would have overhangs at least on these walls. So they couldn't just climb up them like they've been doing. Dick Transport 2015. They have to come with actual rappelling gear and drive-in spikes and then rope, and then they swing up the overhang that way. I don't know if I want to go that cheesy yet, but I might think about doing that on this back wall, just to force enemies to come up through here. Also, my ramparts need more work. Instead of walls up here, what we will put is fortifications. Two tiles wide might be too small, but... oh, shit. Please don't build a bunch of walls there. Well, guys, this is the end of the stream music. I guess this is it. God damn it. Let's see, we'll have... this entire top area right here will actually be boxed in. It'll be its own little room. And I did it again. Do you want me to play you out or play you off? And that can be fortifications across from there. Okay. I know that if you make nothing but fortifications, they can't climb up those. Grimmeth, maybe you can start broadcasting after me. I haven't caught a Grimmeth stream in months now. What the hell? Oh, I'm not ending the stream. We'll loaf around here with the dwarves for another hour or so, probably. It's not like they have a whole lot going on. Can you guys smooth that out too? So it doesn't look so bad to my eyes? I should end this stream today with some more Kerbal Space Program. Are you retired from streaming now, Grimmeth? I know you've got a lot going on. But I could use some of those sultry Grimmeth tones in my ear. Are you gonna make me rewatch Phantasy Star again? Hell, I just finished Phantasy Star again earlier tonight. The profound darkness. No, if I do Kerbal Space Program, we will not be doing any type of re-entry. It'll be sending drones off, probably. This fortress is just slow-paced and laid back. It's not as deadly as I thought it was going to be. Like, I honestly thought we were going to be sieged inside within the first year, easily. And I think it's year 2. We're in early winter of year 2 now. I have not found any cotton candy, but I have barely looked down into the caverns. In fact, that's actually what I was wanting to do. So, I come down the stairs here. And this way. And then try to channel that out. Good night, aim point. We need a tavern keeper assigned for the goblin dude? We shouldn't. We've already got. We got a performer there. Oh, we don't have a tavern keeper since you died. That's right. Revy 2, you might as well just take up where you left off as the tavern keeper. I kind of wonder if that's one of the reasons we haven't had any visitors for a while. Revy died and there was no one else to set up a guest list. No one else to book slam poets. Butcher a dead animal. Extract from dead animals. And go capture some live land animals to butcher. We'll give you a dwarf on the next migrant wave. Which won't be that long. It seems like every season I get one or two. Speaking of Phantasy Star 4... this song always brings a tear to my eye. Raid Soft, congrats on your masterpiece plump helmet salad. The dwarfs are having a lot more luck in this world for sure. They didn't get sieged by the undead 2 seasons in. Your reaction to this moment was fucking priceless. I should have answered that as one of my favorite moments in Let's Playing. It wasn't one of my moments, but I still love that moment. Raid Soft knows his way around a plump helmet, folks. He can handle them better than anyone else. Let's see, the dining room people? I'm not actually doing anything right now. Ultimate Warrior, why are you still not happy? Your bedroom's not good enough? Do I need to engrave it for you too? Let's see, Metal Slime, you're listening to a story that's being told by deeds. In the early spring of 1879, the Steel Dwarf Grimmett ceased to be the expedition leader of the problematic Arrow. We decided it was better if he was more of a diplomat. Let's go ahead and start getting some bedrooms set up over here too. Okay. These dwarfs will have a little bit bigger hallway to squeeze down instead of one tile. I really just didn't want to go back and readjust that other hallway. I'd already dug myself in too deep. That's totally wrong. Chaz Ashley. What a stupid name. There's been no Fey moods. Only good moods, unfortunately. Hello, Barden. If you're just joining, you've missed all the fun. We've been killing Ninja Turtles all night long. I'm sure this GIF is too big, but this is what it's been like all night. Well, it's not too big. The Were-tortoises thought that they could deal with us. They thought that we were going to be an easy meal for them, but they were wrong. Well, you're just in time to catch the last 40 minutes or so of the stream, probably. Hey, all of our bookcases are done. So let's see, how do I designate... Maybe I need to put some chairs in here? And a table, perhaps? That way they can come in here and study. I'm not entirely sure how you set up a library. I wonder if there's any other RPGs that we could get you to play if you ever do Rewarding the Rewarders again, Grimmeth. We'll have to set up, like... We'll do a Kickstarter to get you to play a really good one. I don't know any that are on the same level as Phantasy Star 4, though. You know, one thing I haven't crafted that I really need to is statues as well. That's another one of those things that can provide a significant mood boost to any dwarf that walks by. I'm not sure if we even need to be cooking seeds at this point. Or any of our alcohol. It's tempting to use it, but... Rabbit tallow, don't cook that, of course. What about Beyond Oasis? That's another good RPG. It doesn't have much story to it. And Metal Slime Hunt, you've been taken by a mood. You and your War Raptor are running somewhere. Where are you going? It'll be nice to get an artifact that's not from a crafted dwarf shop. Your raptor's curious what's gotten into you. It's never seen its master so hyped up and focused before. If they were going into battle, it would be sensing bloodlust right now, but that's not what's happening. You claim a carpenter's workshop. You've made 60 wooden bins? I don't think that's enough. I do need barrels, though. Okay. What the hell is it called if it's not called a barrel? Do they call it a cask? Wooden barrel. I'd rather set all this stuff up through this. Dismantle wooden barrels? Oh no. Construct wooden blocks. Make nest boxes. I guess I can't make wooden barrels from here? That's really fucking weird. There it is. Give me 60 barrels as well. The wooden barrel army. And also... Where is statue? Silver statue. Is it stone statue? Maybe rock statue? Give me 60 of the rock statues as well. Grimmeth heads down to his office to begin scribbling out notes that'll be passed around to all the crafters. Give them their specific quota of things to craft. Metal Slime, you've begun your mysterious construction, having gathered everything you need from the nearby stockpiles. Barrel armor. We could look like the Onion Knights, kind of, from Dark Souls. Or, that Mega Man boss. Woodman or something. Log Man, Barrel Man. Keg Man. I'm actually really impressed with how quick they're getting these rooms knocked out. So, if those rooms are done, how is my entrance to the caverns are finally done here? Okay. There's cave spider silk down there, but I don't... Wow, look at all of that cave spider silk. That's fucking creepy. I think what we need here... This needs to definitely be a training area for our military. In fact, let's gut out this entire wall here. They'll have their barracks right here where they can sleep, and then they'll train in this area. That way, anything that tries to come up from the caverns here will have to at least pass by a military squad that's training. Because anything can come up from the hellish caverns. We can even get forgotten beasts from down there. What are you doing, Richter? The dwarves have already caught the scent of all the silk down here. Metal Slime, you've made Stistras Psalm, a laurel floodgate. I don't know what you're trying to tell us. It's a laurel floodgate. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It's decorated with rabbit suede and encircled with bands of laurel, advark leather, iron, and rabbit suede. This object menaces with spikes of laurel, buffalo leather, and clay. On the item is an image of 2 spinach and spider silk. You got me there. I have no idea what you're trying to tell us. Log Lad? That sounds like a boss from a cheap Mega Man green light knockoff. Oh, and Ultimate Warrior wants us to make more vests. I don't know what your fetish is with vest. We'll go ahead and make a cloth one. Make just one. And we need to engrave... No, I just need to smooth down his room. Okay. Say, I don't really want to send anyone engraving just yet. Engraving is something that's only going to be done by professionals. Look at that stream of workers. I love that. Well, he didn't want crutches exported. I like the Souls series. Dark Souls 1 will always be my favorite, but that's just because the whole experience was brand new. I thought 2 was pretty good. I didn't like it at first, but it's grown on me, and 3 is not bad either. But nothing will beat the first one for me. I'm gonna go Hulkamania on the vests. Thankfully, we don't have Hulk in here. I never played Demon's Souls because I didn't own a PlayStation. And I've never played Bloodborne either. And I also just remembered what all these letters mean over here. C stands for combat, S stands for sparring, and H stands for hunting. So we can tell right now, even with all these alerts going off down there, they're just sparring. No, I won't watch Let's Plays of those. I'm very particular about who I watch Let's Plays from. I've already got enough time, like, dedicated to certain people that I don't generally make time to meet with new Let's Players. Nice, what did we find? Some rough pyrites. We've had a lot of deaths since Furby. I say we were invaded by a were-tortoise that I think it killed some people, and then it turned one of my dwarfs' Paige into a were-tortoise. And I want to say maybe she killed someone, but probably not. I am not an LP slut. I can't think of any new Let's Players that I've added to my list of people that I watch in a long time. I pretty much just watch Jeff, Grimmeth, Revocane, some Sleepy Joe, and occasionally Avok. Avok, you put out so much stuff though it's hard to keep up with it. You're a goddamn machine. Kefka's still kicking around somewhere. I have no doubt that he's gonna grow up into a great warrior. As soon as we can, I'll probably put him in the military. In fact, speaking of military, the mechanical yells. We need to get an archery range set up somewhere. The second squad down here would be a good squad to do archery with, so I think let's expand this out. And we'll have a bunch of archery targets around here, actually. If you channel out the area behind your archery targets, you can collect the bolts that miss, because they'll hit the wall and fall down instead of breaking, I believe. I'm gonna have to go get some more tea here in a minute. I think I'll let them dig this out, and let me pause it real quick. We'll set the militant smoothing army to smooth that down. Smooth all of this down. I want every square of this fortress that we can smooth down. To get some of that magical dwarven lovin' going on. Actually, fuck it. Do that entire Z level too. That'll keep them busy for a while. Okay. I'll be back in about 5 minutes probably. I normally say 10, but I'm not generally gone that long. You haven't lived until you've had to heat pizza up on one of those oil radiators. Hey, a petition. Who do we got? Egon. Trite conflicts wishes to reside here for the purpose of soldiering. He's heard about how we deal with elves. And he's heard the legends of the Were-tortoises that we've murdered and slain in our fortress, and he wants to reside here. Question is, where is he? Egon, a goblin adventurous wrestler. This visitor has come seeking work as a mercenary. She heard the Violet Harvest would make a good base for a mercenary. A dirty, short-haired lady goblin carrying 2 backpacks. She looks kitted for long-distance travel and vampire slaying. Her hair is extremely long. Her hair is fuchsia. Her skin is ash gray, and her eyes are red. I think we'll say yeah. So far, I haven't had any problems with goblins. Like, I would expect some goblin thieves or baby snatchers to show up by now, but we haven't even seen any of them. Ultimate Warrior, you're still not fucking impressed with your room? Let's give you some bookcases. And I don't have any cabinets, really. Pizzazz? I don't know if I've ever heard of a pizzazz. What can we build in here that will make him a little bit happy? I guess I do have some statues. 12 chalk statues already. Fine, Ultimate Warrior. If you want to be a baby and think that you're so much better than all the other dwarfs that you need fancy shit, there you go. Oh, I have seen one of those before. Do they actually work good, though? Generally, when I see something unique like that, it's a piece of shit. Let's see, slacks. I have no idea when you became captain of the guard or whenever you decided you needed a room. Shaman. That's right. Let's dig some more rooms here, shall we? Close enough. And I think maybe this is gonna end up, well, it can't actually loop back around anywhere else, so whatever. That'll work. Let me show you what I used to reheat pizzas and burritos with. There was one point where I didn't have a microwave, I didn't have a stove. All I had was one of those, and I would crank it on full blast and heat up my food with it. Just put a slice of pizza on the top and let it sit there for about 10 minutes. It'll warm up. You know, just put an old burrito on there. You didn't have to clean it up. You can put a piece of tin foil on there if you have to. You gotta get creative when you're poor. I sure as hell wasn't gonna eat the stuff cold. I think it's time that we move those beehives. As cute as it is having everything get stung by them. Let's see. I can make a ton of different types of hives, but I just need wood hives. Wooden hive. Make me 15 of them. And I'm gonna try to make some more nesting boxes. We'll put in an order for 30. I can't hop on the Domino's hate train. I actually love Domino's $5 pizza. I have very simple taste buds. I'm not royalty. I've never really found a pizza that I hate unless it has spinach on it. Ugh. And we've entered year... What is this? Is this year 3 now? Spring has arrived, I believe. Domino's used to pull up with a semi-trailer where I live here, because we don't have a Domino's within like 50 miles. But they drive a semi down here and sell us pizza out the back. $5 pizza. You couldn't beat it, honestly, for $5. Straight from the trash can. I haven't had Little Caesars in 20 years. We had damn well better get sieged this year, or I'm gonna be mad. You know, any pizza is better than Pizza Hut, though. I mean, I'll eat Pizza Hut pizza, but if it's all grease. Would you like some grease with your dough? 'Cause that's pretty much all you're getting. I think you could squeeze the grease out of it and probably refill your car. At least I never had that happen with Domino's pizza. It wasn't greasy. It was cardboard, flavored cardboard. Damn it. How can you not have pizza chains? I get that you live over in... Where did you say you live? Norway, or was it Sweden? If you guys don't have pizza, what do you have? What's the big thing over there? Okay, so this place is done. I can't actually channel that stuff out, but oh well. I probably should have designated that to be... Oh, I can't dig it out? That's right, because there's a cavern below it. My bad, I should have known. So actually our arrows will fall all the way down there, which is not a good thing, but oh well. Okay, let's put a couple beds in here. That's 10, one for each dwarf, and give them some containers to store their crap in. I don't know if I could live somewhere that I couldn't get pizza 24/7 almost. Big corporate chain pizza raid is the worst. You want the small little pizza shops. We have a place called Pizza Express that may have some of the best pizza I've ever had. I actually want that entire section kind of narrowed down and walled off. Where is these archery targets at? I don't think we can just build them. I'm pretty sure we have to construct them. They're all working on orders. Or maybe I can? Maybe they just make the archery targets out of stone? I've never had archery training actually work either, so this is going to be kind of a neat little test. And most likely these dwarfs will go into battle at some point completely ill-prepared for it. Let's put some ammo there. Put some food down here by them. Let's see, I need armor stands. And weapon racks. What, you don't like free feathers with your buffalo wings? You should feel privileged. I don't know what I'm doing here. How do I remove this? I don't like how that looks. An orcish caravan from Renritsu Sonata has arrived. We'll see if their elven buddies show up here in a minute. They normally come together. The orcs stare in awe at the massive amount of lumber laying all over the map. There's not a single tree taller than 5 feet still standing, except up here on this little plateau that we'll leave shaded for the time being. Combat. The rabbit and the werewolf are fighting. Somehow there's a stray rabbit down here, being chased by the big bad wolf. The wolf didn't... I was gonna say it didn't want to kill it, did it? It just wanted to wound it? Quit playing with your food! You're a big bad werewolf. You should be able to kill that thing in like one bite. And no, it just maims it. It's all beat up. Its right lung is punctured, its left lung is punctured. It's gonna just crawl around until it inevitably suffocates. Okay. I'll wait till the last of these get placed. Also, I need to check something. I do have some suspended stuff here. I wish there was a way to unsuspend... I can unsuspend things, okay. My wish has been granted immediately. Well, you need to learn because the dwarves really don't want to sit there and listen to that damn rabbit squeal its head off until it bleeds out. Okay, so let's see. This will be the barracks for the mechanical yells. You can sleep there, keep your individual equipment and your squad equipment, and we need to move them out of this barracks. So the mechanical yells, I didn't want to delete the whole room, but whatever. You're no longer allowed to train there. Let's see, containers. Don't tell me those are nest boxes, are they? No, okay. We'll have chickens breeding down in the training room, and a Sylvan caravan from Ali Baki has arrived. The horse is caught in a burst of Morpheus' gift. They tried to bring us a fucking trap. The Morpheus gift exploded as soon as they got here. I've never actually seen that happen before, so I'm curious what it was. They were caught in a cloud of it. If they start morphing and dying, haha. I've never had eel, but I did eat... I've had jellyfish before, that was pretty good. One, two, three, four, 5 of them. If we went to combat, we would have to fight 5 of them. And also, let's see, Grimmeth, right now you're making wooden hives. Something tells me I'm going to have to cancel that order to get you down here to trade. And we've got just tons of craft goods to trade them. If the elves all turn into were-tortoises there, I would laugh my ass off. It would be perfect. I really wish they were capable of doing things like that. Okay, Grimmeth is on his way to do some trading. Last time he was on strike. And he didn't want to come deal with these dumbasses at the trade depot. He knew that they didn't bring anything good anyways. He's waiting for his tiger to follow him. That way it can help stare down the elves and intimidate. There he is. So what did you bring us, orcs? I actually like you guys. I'm gonna see how much it... well, I don't need the cabochons. We've got plenty of those. I want all the bars, though. Take all of your raw glass, all of your clay. The ropes are a little bit pricey. If you'd have just brought me some regular old generic boring ropes, by all means we would have taken them. But copper karai, what is that? This is a well-crafted copper karai. The neck is made from cyanite, the body is made from copper, the strings are made from cotton, the bow is made from spaniel bone. The karai is a small handheld cloth-stringed instrument with a stone neck connecting to a metal body. The strings are tied from the top of the neck down over the body, and the musician plays the 5 strings with a bone bow. The musician can alter the pitch of the string by stopping it against the neck. Okay. We'll go for that. I need some more instruments. A cobalt Fiji. It's another instrument. I think we were building parts for those. Well, that one's too expensive. A copper kincow. The kincow is a large handheld wind instrument consisting of 10 adjacent cylindrical metal pipes. I think we already looked at that one too. A copper lamp. If I had light sources enabled, if that mod was here, I would definitely take it. We'll take the boar and the donkey. They've got a polecat. There's a stripper in a cage there. A bulldog, water buffalo, some ducks, a mule, a donkey, and another forest cat, which I don't want because it would probably be able to breed with the other forest cat that we've got. I don't want their candle. I don't need more crap in my fortress. Let's see, cobalt maul. A black steel katana. 6,720 dwarf bucks. Good lord. I would love to have that, but white bronze mace, cobalt warhammer. Some of this stuff I'm probably gonna regret buying. Like the white bronze. Just because it's a weapon doesn't mean it's good. Maces and stuff depend on the density of the material that makes them. I'm probably not going to be able to afford all this. Copper shield. I do want a bunch of shields, though. We're going to need them. Some steel masks. Cobalt mask. Black steel mask. That'll help prevent our dwarfs from getting their eyes and stuff poked out. You know what? I'm going to try to trade for all of this stuff. That's all armor right here. And it's not large or small, so it should definitely fit. We're already up to 15,000 dwarf bucks. I don't think we need anything else from them, so... Oh, no wonder I don't think I had any nest boxes. Those for some reason count as finished trade goods. which I don't just want to randomly trade away. Cup. A chalk cud body. That's kind of weird. Okay. I hate having to go down through this manually. A chalk figurine of a giant cave spider. No, a giant cassowaries, whatever the hell that is. Okay, chalk figurine of Nagslu Prail Eyes. No one that I know. Like, it'd be nice if this trade screen over here had a filter, so I could type in ropes and filter those out. So I don't want to actually trade things that I'm going to need. Rabbit suede quiver, we'll keep you. Probably going to trade away some stuff I don't want to, but oh well. It's not like it's hard to just queue it up and get it produced, I guess. All this clothing here with the X's next to it means that it is tattered and starting to fall apart. So if I can get some money out of it, sure. We still have 9,000 dwarf bucks to make up, good lord. And I still haven't figured out, guys, what this red stuff means and why I can't trade it away. Laurel Hive, we'll keep that. An iron flask. I'm gonna have to do some investigating before I stream again and find out exactly what that is. I really think it's stolen stuff, but who the hell knows? Stuff that we were tributed, actually. I don't know why I keep saying stolen. Grimmeth doesn't steal anything from the elves. They bring it to him. Chalk Book of Binding. Let's keep that. 6,000 dwarf bucks to make up. Easy peasy, right? Scorpion, Chit, and Quiver. That sounds pretty badass. Starting to go cross-eyed looking at this. Alpaca wool cape. And yeah, I'm not going to have enough to pay for all this stuff, so... what don't I need that cost... like, that stuff's 700 dwarf bucks. That's 900. That's the black steel buckler that would be pretty badass to have. Copper shield. Let's see, they want the grown earthenware Nafamo that I don't know what that is. Iron flask. You know what? We'll trade. We'll trade you. Because we're going to steal all this stuff from the elves. So what'd they bring? A ton of bars again. Figurines. They brought some longbows this time, some spears. I just want to see the animals. A bunch of buckets or... no, they brought tons of wooden armor. I don't know if I would trust my dwarves to wear their armor because the elves are, you know, spiritually connected to the armor. And let's say we were wearing it and they showed up. Maybe they could get the armor to strangle us and kill us. Tons of food. I don't actually see any animals in cages this time. Maybe they got wiser. No, a kangaroo buck in a cage. A donkey in a cage. Okay. They brought a possum, a deer, a toad, another cougar, a silver fox. Okay. Let's seize it. There you go, Grimmeth. We hope that this offering will bring our civilizations some peace. What, you got a problem with wolf? There's no L in that word. I don't know where you think it comes from. So red items have been gifted and cannot be traded, huh? Well, I guess that's fair. I don't know why the orcs would be hesitant to take stolen elven goods from us, though. Grimmeth, your presence is no longer needed at the trade depot. The elves know what to do. I know you were, Revocane. I'm on your side too. I was telling him that's simply how it is. It's wolf. Wolf. Wolf and roof. Not quite that bad. I'm just shocked that the elves are stupid enough to continue coming back. I was hoping that they would come back with a small siege party at some point, but it seems like maybe they're scared of Grimmeth and they're scared of Bowser. Ever since Bowser came onto the scene for our empire. I saw you tell me that he made Apartheid a mod. I think it's because him and Parth were buddies, right? They're friends. Parth would be one to be friends with the bad guys. Just call it a hunch. No, we seized everything from him, Raidsoft. No, Bowser hasn't shown up, but he will. He's out on the world map right now. Bowser's out doing his kingly empiric duties. And as soon as we only need 2 more dwarves. Our population is 78. At a population of 80, the king can show up at any time. His account was borrowed. It was being loaned out for a little bit. Finish getting all these rooms set up. Gifted. Well, I'm probably going to be ending the stream here real soon, guys. It's getting to be that point of the day where my internet is going to be most likely be taking a shit all over itself soon. And before the last part of the stream is chopped up into little bitty stream nuggets, I'd like to prevent that. So we actually had some action in the fortress tonight. We didn't just build, we didn't just loaf around and listen to poetry. Even though, let's see what my dwarfs are doing right now. Mad Max is playing make-believe. The Goblin Adventurous is socializing. And pretty much everyone except the military is doing something. And P-Kunk, our resident slam poet. We've now got 2 outside adventurers living with us, 2 goblins. Who I don't trust in the slightest. And I fully expect them to turn on us at some point. I don't know if I'll stream again tonight, guys. I might take tonight off and actually record some other series. I was meaning to record a bunch of things yesterday and then just never got around to it. Well, whatever type of poetry he does, Revocane, it's bad enough to scare off a goblin and then get them to change their mind and come back. Or maybe it was just that good. Kate and the Goblin. Sitting there socializing, trading tales about their many exploits over the years. Perhaps Kate is trying to hook up, too. Can I build any instruments? No, it still says I have no instruments. Need item. Which is weird because I just specifically bought a couple of instruments. What about nest boxes? It says I have a bunch. Okay. But now it says I only have 1 nest box. Something's fucky. What do we got here? Nest box unclaimed. Let's go ahead and turn this into